One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Hawaii's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. And when you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. We've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
But you got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right, to be in.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys. He couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll take it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He throws one to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrod. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Madsen. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Sweet cut there. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the wind. I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
Got some room to run. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give on the inside. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll pull. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Rainbow Warriors didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move this sticks now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hawaii. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And wings it incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught behind the line. It's Sherrod. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. After the run, now to throw. With the catch, it's Barfield. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He breaks a tackle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Barfield. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So now on comes the field goal unit. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They kick it away on 4th down. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Barfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Takes the handoff. It's Barfield. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. And they're able to get him down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Broncos back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Brings up second down.
And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Pucks it out of the air. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll move the tight end. Going to sling it on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get a sack.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Caught in the backfield, it's Barfield. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Sherrod. Breaks the tackle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in this state.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeper. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw their football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the 1st down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to run out the clock in the final minute. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.